All right then. So now what we have to do is let's go and start working on this page. So let me change this view into dark mode. Okay, that's looking good. So I'm gonna start working on this on the dark mode. Okay, so let's bring the separator right after this. So where it is app dashboard in the layout action button. So let me bring the separator right after here. Then class name, which is should be margin top, it's going to be bottom, it's going to be 4. Save it. So you should be able to see a straight line separator over there, which is looking so good. All right, so let's get into the page.tsx. This is the place where we are displaying the page. So basically what we are trying to do over here is, so I'm going to bring a tab option, which is going to display the overview and the analytics, right? So overview, it's going to display few informations on the card, and in analytics, that's the page where we are going to display the different sections of charts, right? So let's go ahead and search for the tabs. If we search for tabs, you should be able to see the different tabs options, how they are achieved, all those tabs options and everything, right? So right after here, I'm just going to say class name, which is going to be flex, then flex column, then width, of course, it's going to be full. Save it. Then right after here, I'm going to bring the tabs. Okay. Um, mm, mm, mm. All right. So let me import these, copy it and paste it over all the way to the top. Then I'm going to bring, for the time being, I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it over here. Save it and let me check it out. So this is how it looks. Okay. And on the light mode, this is how it looks, accounts and password. So let me check it out whether it is accessing the full width or not. Okay, this is not taking the complete available width. Anyways, we can make it work perfectly fine. This is the division, entire division, right? The tabs, okay, we need to make sure this should access the complete available width. So now this should take the complete width. Okay, perfectly fine. So now instead of this accounts and everything, the default value, which is going to be wherever the term account I have used, I'm going to change everything into overview. And wherever the term, the password is being used, I'm going to change this into analytics. And let me change this into analytics. Change it and save it. You should be able to see the changes over there, right? Okay, this is how it looks. Perfect. And on the dark mode, this is how it looks. Perfectly fine. Okay, so now everything is perfectly fine. And in the tabs content section, instead of this, I'm gonna bring the overview client component. So let me get it into over here, and here I'm just going to say overview client.tsx. Mark this as a use client component, RAFC, which is going to be overview client component. So save this and I'm gonna import that over here, overview client. Save it. So now on the overview client, it's going to be displayed in the overview client. And for the analytics section, I'm gonna change this into, cut it out, and I'm going to change the analytics client. So I have to import these analytics client.tsx. Mark this as the client component, RAFC. Let's say analytics client. So save these changes and let's import it over here. Save it. So that should display overview and analytics. So now we have the tab sections where the user can switch between in the overview. If you can't keep on add everything on the same page, you just need to showcase it in a different perspective, right? So now we have the analytics and everything, and just this the same way you can keep on add the different sections. For instance, instead of analytics, you can keep it as the reports, and instead of This also you can keep it as the notifications. Okay, a quick summarize, right? That's what we want to display it over here. Okay, for notifications and reports we don't see anything. It's the reason is because we don't have any tab content for that. You can just add it, right? I hope now you grab the point. Anyways, we do have a separate page for the elaborate sections, but here you can just give you the quick summarize where the user can understand what exactly happening on the real time, right? So now let's go ahead and bring those content sections and everything in the overview client. So basically what I'm going to do is, which is needs to be class name. Okay, I think we structure the entire layouts and everything, and yeah, now let's go and start working on that interior content.